fuck me, was this session humbling. I enjoyed it in the end. During it, it was kind of brutal, to be completely honest, especially due to the way I decided to end it. However, my ego took a hit. I ain't gonna sit here and lie, my ego took a hit. It took a big hit. Those weights felt fucking heavy today. And moving that 190 was not easy. And I didn't even bother with 200 because of how heavy the 190 felt, to be quite frank about it. And then attempting the 190 for 2 singles was probably a bad decision in hindsight, and I regret attempting it in hindsight. However, I did. The first 190 came up okay. I mean, I wasn't best pleased with the form. To be fair, I wasn't best pleased with most of my form for these lifts. The first one came up okay, and then I attempted it again and tried to focus on a bit more leg drive, and it wasn't going anywhere. And then the second one that I got up on my third attempt, oh my god, the form was atrocious, to the point where I even considered, like, when I first was watching it, I was like, holy shit, like, I'm not posting this. This is so bad. Like, I'm actually ashamed that I lifted that up and didn't just fucking accept the failure. Because my form was terrible. Like, my form was that form that I look at in the gym and see people use, and I'm just like, oh god, like, what are you doing? And that was me. Which is, like, I was ashamed to look at that. Anyway, because of that shame that I felt, you could say, I decided, alright, cool, well, I had already done however many reps over 140 kilos that I had done, and I wanted to finish, like, I wanted to round that up to 25 reps, so that I'd got 25 reps worth of work in over 140 kilos. Which I'm not entirely sure what percentage of that is of my 1 rep max, which is 200. I believe that's 140, 65, 70%? 70%. Yeah, 70%. So I got 25 reps in at 70%. And I did that in triples, and then I finished off at 140 with 2 5s, which felt good. Felt good, and it felt difficult. However, I was able to leg drive. At 140, I can leg drive, and that got me thinking a lot with regards to where my weakness is in the deadlift. And the reality is, it's off the floor, and it's off the floor because it's in the leg drive. Like, if I don't engage my legs and don't use leg drive, then I can get 200 off the floor, like, as I've shown on this channel. And the same with 190, same with 180. If I don't use leg drive, I can get all of those numbers off the floor. But I'm pretty sure my max with leg drive is 160, if I'm not mistaken. The last time I tried to leg drive a 170, I failed. So I guess, yeah, my max with leg drive is 160, and my max stiff-legged, I guess you could say basically stiff-legged, is 200, which is crazy. Like, that disparity is insane, and that tells me that I've got a huge weakness when it comes to my leg drive. So my quads, my glutes, my hamstrings, everything, there's a huge weakness there, because my leg drive in the deadlift is poor. So I'm looking forward to focusing on that and working on that and doing a lot more reps at lower weights in order to build up this leg drive issue that I'm having, which is going to mean not really even fucking around with anything near my 1 rep max for a little while, which is cool. I mean, I'm not really interested in lifting it badly anyway. I was chasing the 200, and chasing it led me to disregarding a couple of cues and essentially just fucking getting the bar up. As long as I felt like my back was protected, core was braced. However, that's not how I want to deadlift long term. So I'm going to have to take a couple steps back in order to take 3 steps forward in that respect. But it was interesting how much it hit my ego. It was like having a bad day on the mats and you just get fucked up for an hour. That's what it felt like. And I've never felt like that training before. It was a really weird feeling, to the point where I even found myself, after the last set of 5 at 140, I could feel like I was craving for more. I was craving for some sort of dopamine high from the gym, because I'd just been fucked up. Like, I'd just been punched up. But I didn't. I just stretched off and left. But it was an interesting experience. I've never experienced that from the gym before. My ego's never taken that much of a hit from the gym before, which was nice. And it's interesting that it comes very soon after the video I made on how primal of an environment the gym is. Like, those, if you allow them to, and you develop a relationship with these weights, like, they can hurt you. They can hurt you. And I don't mean physically, I mean emotionally. They can bruise you, man. They can bruise you. Because one day you feel like a certain weight ain't shit. Like, that day I lifted that 200, honest to God, it felt like, I shit you not, it felt easier than the 180. And I was like, holy shit, I feel like I got 5 plates in the tank. Boy, who was I kidding? Maybe if I fucking rip it up like a Hunchback of Notre Dame or some shit like that. But nah, man. Nah. Yeah, the deadlift got me today. It humbled me. My ego took a beating, but we move. I'll see you tomorrow.